And it's got the state seal on it. It says, whereas on June 30th and July 1st, the Center Stage Theater of Huron will perform the comedy Night Nurses, and whereas Night Nurses was co-written by a native Huronite, Carolyn English, and whereas Carolyn is the daughter of Dr. and Mrs. Clifford Lardnois of Huron, and now lives in Burbank, California, where she writes material for comedians in the West Coast area, and whereas Carolyn has been tricked into coming back to Huron to help her parents celebrate their anniversary, but the performance of Night Nurses are planned as a surprise, and whereas it is fitting and proper for the governor of the state of South Dakota to make note of one of its outstanding and very talented citizens, now therefore I, George S. Mickelson, Governor of the state of South Dakota, do hereby proclaim June 30th, 1978 as Carolyn Lardnois English Day. But before we start the show, we'd like to introduce you to the cast of characters. First, we have Mr. Frank Morris. Frank is the casting director of Studio 1A of the Liberty Studio. He's charming, but lacking in substance. He's a womanizer and a man who, like the novel he is always working on, is never quite finished. Matter of fact, some people say he's never really grown up.
Next we have Jan Meyer. Of the radio show Night Nurses. She's attractive, sensible, intelligent, and a hard-working career woman. The true heroine. She has the talent and will to succeed, but battles her own vulnerability.
Next we have Lucy Gousset. The young, inexperienced, sexy but naive actress. She's ambitious but lacks the sophistication or substance, but has that refreshing innocence and energy.
Next is Cremora Bismarck. Understudy, best friend, astrologer, hairdresser, and all-around golfer.
Next we have Harrietta Olive Goldblatt. Harrietta is the agent for the star of the show, Cynthia DiMeo. Now Harrietta has been in the business for quite a while, so she knows all the ropes. She's been referred to as the ruthless, abusive, demanding, and sometimes even a nasty agent.
And now, Cynthia D. DiMeo. DiMeo is a self-centered star of Night Nurses. She is the biggest star in radio. Very pompous and an egomaniac.
And next we have the musicians, the studio musician, Ms. Fran Hendricks. Orchestra, and you may have heard of her popular album, Broken Keys and Shattered Notes. That's the cast for tonight's show, and we hope you enjoy the performance. Thank you.
Hello, Frank Morris, stage 1A. Who? Tammy. Yeah, Tammy. Yeah, sure, I remember you. You're the girl with the two big, huge, round eyes. Yeah. How are you, doll? Oh, yeah, sure, the park's still open. As a matter of fact, I was just going to call you back for a call back. Isn't that funny? Stop laughing, doll. It's not that funny. Can I be frank with you? You know, Tammy is my personal favorite name in the whole wide world. Right. Well, let's get together for a drink. I'll call you back.
My, the germ.
Yeah, right. I never left here.
Who was that calling?
Wrong number.
You're calling back the wrong number.
Well, it's a hobby of mine.
Oh, I tried to call you last night. You weren't home.
Yeah, I never left here. I was working on the script rewrites.
Frank, you gave me the script to do yesterday. Don't you remember? Here, look them over. Are you sure you're all right?
I was working on my novel. Yes, a novel. Did I say script?
Dear, I think you're working too hard.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you smell like a distillery.
For Pete's sake, Jan, so I had a couple. Big deal.
Don't get sore, honey. It's just a little early in the day to be drinking, don't you think? And you know how I care about you, and you do look so tired.
I got a great idea, Tom. Come here.
Well, I guess you're not that tired.
After the uncertainties of the show were cleared up, why don't the two of us take a long weekend together? Like before.
That sounds so nice, Frank. What do you mean the uncertainties of the show?
You know, California, Hollywood, that stuff.
The television deal.
Yeah, that's all we've heard for the last month now. Night nurses going to television. No more just our voices on radio. Soon the whole jumping country will see our beautiful faces. Not to mention your gams.
Well, I understand it's all pretty much up in the air.
Well, I hear it's gonna happen. And soon. Of course, we'll go along for the ride. Boy, that's gonna be great, huh? How about a drink on it?
No, thank you, Frank. This move from radio to TV or film or whatever hasn't happened yet.
It will.
You don't know that.
All right, soon. I don't know it, but I feel it.
Well, you feel a lot of things, Frank. If, and that's a big if, night nurses and the production team do go to Hollywood, why couldn't I be director there?
You gotta be realistic, babe. A woman director in Hollywood?
Oh, I see. I forgot.
Yeah. Not to worry, though, of course. I'll take care of you.
Well, thank you, Frank. I think I can take care of myself pretty good. If I remember correctly, didn't I hire you as my assistant?
Yeah. So, what do you say?
Oh, nothing. I don't want to start the morning like this.
Yeah, me too. Like what?
Oh, just tell me you need me.
Okay, I need you. Is that all?
That's all. Now, we have a lot of work to do before We haven't cast that bit part yet for tonight's show, so, but I really do have a great little actress stopping by. She's overqualified, but it's a favor to me.
That part's been cast
When? How?
last night. I mean, last afternoon. She's a little inexperienced, but I'm sure with my guidance, she'll be fine at showtime. You'll love her.
I trust your judgment, Frank, but you know how Cynthia can be.
Let me worry about Cynthia.
I was only trying to help. What's her name?
Who?
This wonderful actress you got to play the part of the patient?
Once in a day.
Are you sure you're all right?
I'm fine.
Well, I can't wait to meet her. Oh my God, Frank, what is that?
It's just last week's lunch or something.
Throw it out.
I will. There, you see, it's gone.
It was moving, Frank, I swear. I saw it move.
Calm down, Jan. I've gotten rid of it. You know, you're right. I really should be more tidy. Say, you don't look so good. Maybe you should go out and get some fresh air.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll be right back.
Jan, be a doll and bring me back some coffee on the way back, please.
Bring you back some coffee. Okay, I'll be right back.
Where were you this morning? I woke up all alone. I'm assuming I got the part.
Gee, babe, you're still here? Yeah, you got the parts. But get dressed, will you? You can't be walking around here like this.
Did you like the way I acted last night?
You should have won an award. Now get dressed, will you? Rehearsal's gonna start soon.
Okay, Frankie.
Oh, by the way, what's your name again?
Lucy Gousset.
Right. I was just testing.
Did I pass?
Yeah, right. How do you spell that?
Goose. What's so funny?
Her name is Lucy Goose.
Say.
In tonight's episode, Lucy Goose will be playing.
Frankie!
What?
Would you help me with my dress, please?
Hey, hurry.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Now go get your script.
Script? What's a script?
Hello, Frank Morris, stage 1A casting. Who? Ginger. Yeah, right, Ginger. Sure, I remember you. You're the girl with the easy smile. Yeah, how you doing, doll? I'm sure the part's still open. As a matter of fact, I was just gonna call you back for a call back. Can I be frank with you? You know, Ginger is my personal favorite name in the whole wide world. Yeah, well, let's get together for a drink. Later, I'll call you back.
Here's your coffee. And I stopped by your dressing room and picked you up a clean shirt. You look like you slept in that one. Who was that calling? Another wrong number?
Advertisers.
Oh, that's right. They wanted to run that Eskimo copy tonight. I talked with them yesterday.
Okay, fine.
You know the one I mean.
Yeah, that dumb one about the Eskimo housewives or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, well, where is it?
I filed it.
Frank, you didn't throw it away.
No, I told you I filed it. It's in the file cabinet.
Well, what did you file it under?
I filed it under duress.
You are such a big help. Oh. I think we have a problem.
What?
I think you drank the coffee and filed the bottle.
Let me. Try looking under a seat for a crap.
Very clever. Well, it's not here.
Keep looking.
Frank! Frank, you're shoving my head in the drawer. What is the matter with you?
I was only trying to help.
Oh, just let me look. Don't help.
An echo.
I found it, my first script.
Frank, who is this?
Lucy, right on time. Jan, this is the new talent we've hired for tonight's show, Miss Lucy Gousset. Lucy, this is Jan Meyer, assistant director and actress on Night Nurses.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes, isn't it? Did I hear you sent your first script?
Frankie, I have to be honest with you.
No, you don't.
Remember the play I told you I was in high school? Well, I wasn't exactly in the play.
Frank, she wasn't exactly in the play.
And I didn't really see the play either.
Frank, she didn't really see the play either.
But I once went steady with the guy whose older brother had radio.
She once went steady with the guy whose older brother had a radio.
Well, there you go.
And we need to talk.
Hey, this coffee's black. Well, you know I take cream in mine, but no problem. I'll go get some.
Oh, great. That'll give Lucy and I a chance to get acquainted.
On second thought, I really should learn to drink coffee black.
Oh, no, some coffee sounds great. Pat, bring me a cup, would you, doll? Well, how about you, Lucy?
No thanks. Coffee makes me go to the bathroom.
Isn't she adorable?
But,
Bye. Bye. So, Lucy, I don't think I caught your last name or where you came from or how you got this job.
Well, my last name is Gousset.
Oh, well, how pretty is that French?
I don't know. I made it up. And I'm from New Jersey. And what was the last question? I forget when there's so many.
How did you get this job?
Oh yeah, I read about it in Drama Call.
Drama Call? That rag sheet? Do you have your copy with you?
Sure, but you have to give it back.
Let me guess. It's this ad circled in lipstick.
Yeah, but the card's been cast.
Wanted young, beautiful, sexy, single ladies with big, huge, round eyes. Needed for a major role in top radio show. Contact casting director Frank Morris only. Liberty Studio. No experience necessary?
That's me. Gee, I'm lucky to get this job. You know, it's just last week I was working at the Food-O-Matic on 43rd Street, you know, next to the fish market. You know, the one with the big, smiling fish sign that looks on and off. I always thought that fish looked too happy for a fish that just got caught. Anyway, I was loading those machines with pastrami and rye, and that terrible yellow pudding that no one ever eats. And of course, corned beef hash. Why do they call it corned beef hash anyway? There's no corn in it, no beef as far as I can tell. just hash. They ought to call it mashed hash. Ever think about things like that? I had just broken another fingernail when I decided right then and there, that's it. I'm going to be an actress. Now, everybody told me it was going to be tough. And boy, were they right. It took me a whole week to get this part.
A whole week.
Yeah, the life was always busy.
Oh, about 15 years. Almost as long as I've been waiting for my coffee. Oh, Frank, what a surprise.
I forgot. Lucy, did you want some?
Oh, never mind, Frank.
So, girls have a nice visit?
Just the usual girl talk. Oh, this coffee is cold.
Are you, happy about something?
I'll tell you who's mad. I'm mad. I'm snort mad. Where were you last night, Frank?
Oh, that's right. I'm glad to see you.
Ha! You won't be for long, you two-bit half-baked Casanova casting director. We were supposed to have a meeting yesterday. Where were you?
Excuse me?
Where were you, Frank?
Excuse me, the part's been cast.
Tell us this.
This is the new talent we hired for tonight's show, Miss Lucy Goose.
Goose? Yeah, she looks like a goose, all right.
Not goose, say.
Yeah, right. It's Goose. Sorry, Lucy. And this, of course, is the one and only Harrietta Olive Goldglance. She's the agent for our star, Cynthia DeMeo.
That's right, Blondie. I'm 10% of Miss DeMeo.
10%? Mr. Mayo must be... Huge!
Why, Frank, this dimple's making me pretty hot under the collar.
Well, that's good because you ain't too hot above it.
Cut the crap, funny man. I've got some big news about tonight's show, so listen up. Number one, Mr. Mellicar, a Hollywood producer, is coming to tonight's show. Obviously to see Cynthia, our star and my client. And I might add, the only talent in this production. Number two, like an agent, I've worked like a dog night and day to see to that everything's perfect for my client. And as for you, the so-called stage director, you better make damn sure everything runs smooth tonight, Frank. No screw-ups. I don't mind taking full credit for the success of my client. But if anything goes wrong tonight, I'm holding you personally responsible.
A Hollywood television producer in tonight's audience? Hot damn, all I could kiss you.
Don't you dare, you actor.
This is just the boost that my career needs.
Your career? Your career doesn't need a boost, it needs its last rites. If it wasn't for this show, your hair couldn't get a part.
Well, we'll just see about that.
Let me remind you who's the star of this show. As her agent, my chest swells with pride.
Your stomach must be even prouder.
You better watch what you say, Goose.
Well, at least I'm not a hog like you. You even have hog on your purse.
What are you talking about? Frank gave me this for Hanukkah. It has my initials on it. Harrietta Olive Goldglance.
Yeah, hog.
Frank!
Oh, ladies! We're all professionals here.
Yeah.
Lucy, I still need some coffee. Let's go.
Okay. Oink, oink.
I won't forget these insults, Frank. They don't call me the elephant woman for nothing.
Elephant woman. Elephant woman, I bet they call you that because you're so...
Let's see, where was I?
fat.
I'm warning you, Frank. If anything goes wrong tonight, I'll personally see to it that you're back at your old job stuffing envelopes. You'll never work this town again. And then you'll have plenty of time to work on that rag you call an owl.
Well, you know what I always say.
No, what?
Well, you know.
What?
I guess I don't say it.
What mind you have is going to. caster of love.
Did you leave a number?
I haven't got time to waste with you. I've got a ton of things to do. Don't say it, Frank. I'm not in the mood. Well, I say, Cynthia's much too busy preparing for Hollywood, so Cremora will stand in for her tonight at rehearsal.
Cremora. Wonderful. We haven't had a voodoo spell cast in days.
Cremora doesn't do voodoo, you idiot. She consults the stars.
I don't care if she consults Charlie McCarthy. Where is she? Rehearsal's going to start soon.
Well, I don't know. She was with me on the elevator.
Isn't there a weight limit on elevators?
Very funny, Frank. Very funny. You know, I don't have to come up here to be insulted.
That's right. You could go any place.
That's right, Buster. Don't you forget.
Olive dear, wait.
What now?
Here, this is for you.
Gee, Frank, you're not such a bad guy after all.
Hollywood, huh? I think I'm gonna need a much bigger book in Hollywood. Come on, don't sneak up on me like that. They stepped out for a moment, but they'll be back. I'm glad you're here, though. Say, I'm expecting an important phone call. Could you answer the phone and take any message for me? I'm gonna go change my shirt, get cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, you got chocolate all over that.
What?
Go ahead, Frank. I'll watch the phone and read my movie next.
You know, wouldn't it be wonderful if someone would invent a machine or something? Something that would answer the phone when you're not there. Something so that you would never, ever miss any phone call. Something that would take down their name, their number, time of day they called, even a brief message. Then I could get right back to them when I had time. Now that's a stupid idea. Was that the phone? I thought I heard the phone. Oh, I guess not. Give me that.
It'll never work with little Ginger.
What's wrong with Ginger?
She's a Virgo.
They all say that.
Excuse me. Excuse me, the part's been cast.
Huh?
I said the part's been cast.
Oh, Cremora, where have you been? Paying off the mortgage at the donut shop again, I see. Oh, Lucy, this is Cremora Bismarck. She's Miss DeMayo's stand-in.
Why are you sitting if you're a stand-in?
No, she's Miss DeMayo's understudy. Cremora takes her place at rehearsals. Miss DeMayo would never lower herself to attend rehearsals.
Oh, so she lowers you.
Who are you? Oh, I'm sorry, Cremora. This is Lucy Gousset. She's in the show tonight. Ah, a budding thespian.
I am not. I'm an actress.
Want a donut?
Sure. So, Miss DeMayo never comes to rehearsal?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever. Oh, stop it! Frank can hurry up. We have a lot of work to do when he gets back.
I suppose you've all heard the exciting news about who's coming to the show tonight. Mr. Mellencamp, that big television producer. And he's going to take Miss DeMayo back to Hollywood. And of course that means that I'm going with her. The first thing I'm going to do is have breakfast with Cary Grant. Lunch with Gary Cooper or Marlon Brando. I haven't decided yet. And of course in the evening, dessert with Clark Gable.
Oh, haven't you read this month's photo play? Well, Mr. Clark Gable is much too involved in his new hot romance with Miss Lana Turner to have dessert with you.
Lana Turner? She'd never be competition for me.
Never?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Never?
Never. Want a donut?
No, thank you. I have to watch my figure.
Not me. I can eat anything.
And you do, dear.
So what's it like being a stand-in?
Oh, that's nothing. I just do that to help out. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. And I'm Miss DeMayo's astrologer.
No.
Yes, I'm known as Madame Kimura. I see the stars for the stars. What sign are you, Lucy?
You?
What's keeping Frank?
Care for another donut? You have beautiful lifelines. I don't usually do this with someone I just met, but would you like to have your palm read?
Red? Red might clash with my outfit.
I'm in your fortune call.
Oh, how exciting.
Hello?
You were with someone last night. A man.
No, Frank is not here.
He has changed your life.
Change? No, there are no changes or callbacks or additions.
I see great success, great wealth. But wait, I see a problem in
Love?
okay, a problem in love.
No problem. I'll give him the message.
Hello, girls. So I see you two have become friends. How sweet.
We've been waiting, Frank. Was there a problem?
Oh, no problem.
Oh, but wait, there is a problem. A problem in love, see?
Yeah, a lot of that going around.
Frank, we need to get started.
All right, everyone, grab your scripts. Grab your scripts. Okay. All right, we all know that this is... Lucy? Okay. We all know that this is an important show, so let's briefly look over these rewrites that I worked on last night. Something wrong?
Oh, nothing. Go on.
Okay, Lucy, you are familiar with the current plot of the show, right?
Kinda.
Okay.
No.
But you are familiar with the characters.
No.
Why don't you briefly fill her in, Frank?
Right. Okay. Night Nurses takes place in a big city hospital. Okay? Cynthia DeMayo is our star, and she plays the benevolent head nurse, nurse head. Get it? Head nurse, nurse head. Well, over the years, Jan and I have played many roles.
On stage and on.
Excuse me.
Oh, nothing. Please go on.
Right. Okay. Right now, I'm playing a doctor with amnesia. Okay? He can't remember anything, even his name, so we call him Doctor. Get it? Doctor. Well, he can't remember anything, even his name. Anyway, Jan plays Nurse Mary.
Oh, Mary, I get it.
Right. Lucy, pay attention now. Each week on the show, we have a patient with a problem, and that's where you come in.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes, isn't it? Now, this week, your patient is a woman who has been in a coma
for 20 years.
You're perfect for this part, Lucy.
Pay attention now. Okay, we call this character Patient Betty Bailey. Get it? Well, see, she's been waiting to come out of this coma for 20 years, so she's very patient. Patient Betty Bailey. Lucy, a coma, 20 years, patient, coma.
Oh, give it up, Frank. Let's all turn to page 12, please, of the new script Frank has worked so hard on. Lucy, dear, as Frank explained, your character's in a coma, so where it says here, patient moans, that's you, dear. You think you can handle that?
Oh, sure.
It's okay, dear. Dear,
Oh.
stop now. That's fine.
Great moaning doll.
You know, I've never had a lesson.
Okay, we'll go from the top and we'll go from my line, all right? What was that?
Yes, what was that?
Laura, sweetheart, mind not eating for a few moments?
Sorry.
From the top. What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
It sounds like it's coming from room 222.
That's patient Betty Bailey's room. She's been in a coma for 20 years. No one ever comes to visit her, the poor dear. We're the only family she has.
Lucy.
Oh.
Listen. What is she trying to say?
Yes, what is she trying to say?
Okay, rehearsal's over.
Rehearsal's over? What do you mean rehearsal's over? We haven't worked in the audience response signs, the sound effects, the commercial copy, your pre-show warm-up. Not to mention this is Lucy's first show, and I think we would all feel a little better going over her lines with her one more time.
Jan, honey, you worry too much. It's not necessary.
I don't have any lines. I want a bigger part.
Lucy, dear, the part you have is very important to the show. It's a turning point for all the other characters. You may have no lines, but remember, there are no small parts, only small actors.
Wait, I found more lines, see?
Oh, no, dear, those are Cynthia's lines.
No, they're not. Patient Betty Bailey, that's me.
No, dear, no. You are only the patient when she's in the coma. Now, when she comes out of the coma, those lines are Cynthia's. But do you see how it's written? You never speak. Never. Never, ever.
Let me try to explain. Lucy, listen closely. As Frank explained, you are patient Betty Bailey when she's in the coma. When she comes out of the coma, those lines are Cynthia's. Understand? In other words, you are the moaning patient and Cynthia is the speaking patient.
Why?
Because Cynthia is the star, and she wants the lines. And you moan so well.
Oh, thank you, Frank.
There, you see, Jan? She understands. Okay, rehearsal's over. That's a wrap. Any questions? What?
When were you born?
October, why?
Because due to the importance of tonight's show, I've drawn up a special astrological chart for Miss Mayo, and she wanted me to make sure that your sign doesn't screw it up.
I don't believe in that junk anyway.
You're a Libra. Libras aren't supposed to believe in that junk. They're skeptical.
Good Lord, don't you have some hair to perm?
Come on, Lucy, let's get something to eat. I'll go over your script with you again to make sure you understand.
Understand what?
I'm sick of donuts. How about some pastries instead?
Tell me more about Hollywood and Mr. Mellencamp.
If there's time, I'll touch up your bleach job.
Tell me more about Libras.
Frank, I need to talk to you.
If it's about Lucy, don't worry. She understands.
I hope so. You know how Cynthia can be, especially on a show so important to her. To all of us. Frank, why did you hire that girl?
Oh, geez, babe. She has no lines. All she has to do is moan. She does that good.
I wouldn't know. Oh, by the way, I have a phone message for you from Miss Candy.
Candy. No, Candy. Must be a wrong number. Look, baby. Look. Tonight is going to be so right. What with that Hollywood guy being in the audience and everything? Man, I got to tell you, I'm pretty jazzed. Why? It's really going to happen for us this time. Our ticket to the big time. Where we belong. Together. You and me, babe. We're going to knock Hollywood on its tinsel butt.
We'll talk after the show, Frank.
Right, after the show. A big celebration at the Tropicana. Why, champagne up to our knees, you looking so good it makes your teeth hurt.
Frank, I want to do a song after your warm-up.
A song? I don't know. There's not enough time to clear this with Cynthia, you know.
Well, the hell with Cynthia. Just one quick number. I'll tell the music to be ready. Oh, Frank, I really want this.
A little showcase from Mellencamp.
That's a cheap shot. After all the work I do on this show, I damn well deserve this. And I don't appreciate your flippant attitude.
Easy, babe, easy. Well, you got it. You got it. No one ever told you you're awfully sexy when you're mad. No, you're the classiest broad I know.
The classiest broad, Frank.
What? You know what I meant. Class act. Better?
Much better.
Right.
Now we have so much work to do before tonight. So, I'll be back in about an hour.
You're the best, doll. Here we come to Dad.
Frankie, do you want to help me practice my moan?
Sure, babe. Help's on the way.
Frank?
Oh, Frankie! Ooh, show me those deep breathing exercises again. Oh, Frankie! Kimora, come here. Here. Which one is Mr. Mellencamp from Hollywood?
I don't know. I've never seen him.
I bet it's the guy right here in the green suit jacket. Could be the guy over there. Mustache, black suit.
Nah, too much hair, not neurotic enough.
Oh, then him way over there, the guy looking down the girl's dress.
You're right, Lucy. He does look horny, but not horny enough.
Well, it could be the guy out there in the lobby talking on the phone.
Is he Jewish?
I can't tell from here.
Drop a nickel.
Laura! Cynthia needs you right away to fix her hair. Lucy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find Mr. Mellencamp from Hollywood.
So unprofessional.
Oh, yeah.
No, Shelley's ready to start. Now, let's get serious. Break a leg, kid.
Oh, yeah? Well, lose an eye.
Hey, babe. Showtime. How do I look?
You look fine.
Okay, so after the show, nothing's going to be the same again.
You're right, Frank. Things will be different. Okay, the booth is ready to cue your warm-up. Are you ready?
All right, let's roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for tonight's show, Mr. Frank Morris.
Good evening, ladies, and whatever you brought with you. Just kidding. Hi, I'm Frank Morris, your host for tonight's show, and I'll also be playing the doctor and the narrator. And you are a lovely-looking audience. By the way, I also wrote and directed this episode of Night Nurses. Okay. How many of you from out of town? How many? Wonderful, wonderful. You know, New York is a big old town, but it's a small world.
Really?
Okay. I'd like to briefly go over a couple of questions from the cards that you filled out while you were in line.
Can you read them well enough?
First, this one wants to know, how long has Night Nurses been on the air? Well, Night Nurses has been on the air now for 9 years. It seems like it. Isn't that enough? And this one wants to know, who was the original sponsor? Well, I'm proud to say that Night Nurses has always been brought to you by Ma's Soap. The soap that Ma loves. And, here's one about me. Have I ever done any movies or television? Well, gosh, no, but I sure would like to. Okay, enough of that. We hope that the time spent here with us at Studio 1A is a wonderful memory for you to take home with you. I can tell you people came on the tour. Did you enjoy your lunch in the commissary? You know, the chipped beef on toast is my favorite. Okay. We're running a little late, I All right, we have a wonderful show for you, and you're a wonderful audience. Cold, but you're a wonderful audience. But first, before we start the show, I'd like to briefly go over a couple of things with you. First of all, radio is live. It's not like the movies. If anything happens, we just keep on going. And second, we need your help. Do you see the sign? This is an on-the-air sign. Now, folks, when this sign goes on and the organist starts our theme, but I don't kill her and the sound people first. Thousands of people across the nation will be listening to Night Nurses just as you are here in the studio audience. That's the magic of radio. Okay? So remember, watch the on-the-air sign and give us your heartiest applause, and we'll flash some applause cards just to help you along. I have a brilliant idea. Let's try one now, shall we? Okay? Ladies and gentlemen. There are a lot of you in here. That way. Let's try it again. Ready? Much better, much better. Okay. Before we start the show, I almost forgot. We have a special surprise treat for you. One of our talented cast members is going to entertain you with a song. You've heard her many times before on the Croft Radio Concert Show, and she's a fine young actress you've grown to love right here on Night Nurses. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very, very good welcome for Miss Jan Meyer.
Thank you very much. I'd like to do my rendition of the great standard, Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey. If you please. Oh, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? She cried the whole day long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I've done you wrong. Burn that rainy bat out with nothing but a...
We're running a little late, folks, so let's have a little round of applause for Miss Jan Meyer. You'll be hearing more of Jan and that song in tonight's show. Okay, we're running a little late, so without further ado, let's get right on with the introduction of the cast. As you know, I'm Frank Morris. You've just met the lovely and talented songbird, Miss Jan Meyer. And joining us for tonight's show, a fine young actress, Miss Lucy Gousset. Lucy? And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The star of recording and radio, the star of Night Nurses, Miss Cynthia D. DeMeo.
Thank you. Thank you all so very much. It's an honor to play such a big part in your lives. You're such a big part of the success of Night Nurses. And I do so enjoy coming into your hearts and homes to entertain all of you week after week after week after week. You mean so much to the entire show. We could not get along without you. And I'd like to give a special thank you to my fan club who came by bus all the way from Alpena, South Dakota. Thank you, God! Big part of the success of the Night Nurses. And I do so enjoy all you do for me week after week after week. And
Thank you, Miss DeMeo. She's as humble as she is talented, isn't she, folks?
thank you all again, my darlings, but I can see by the clock I'm almost that time. Girl screws this up, Morris. I'm going to kill you. Thank you again, everyone. My fans are the best in the entire world. Thank you all.
Well, folks, it's showtime. Remember, watch the on-the-air sign, give us your heartiest applause, and have a good time tonight.
This is so exciting. I've never done anything like this before.
And 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the airwaves of America, Ma's Soap, the soap that Ma loves, is proud to present another heart-rendering episode of Night Nurses, starring Cynthia D. DeMeo. Beloved radio actress as Nurse Head, America's favorite head nurse. This is Frank Morris welcoming you to Ma's Soap Radio Theater, produced and transcribed live from New York with Fran Hendricks on organ, courtesy of Michael English and the Midwest Coast Orchestra. And now, another chapter from the notable melodrama taken from the pages of true-to-life stories of the inner sanctums of a large metropolitan hospital. In our last episode, Patient Betty Bailey lay in a coma that Nurse Head, the head nurse, discovered she'd been in for 20 years. Meanwhile, Dr. who's had amnesia for 20 years, is rushing to the hospital on an emergency call. And now, tonight's episode of Night Nurses. It's a dark and stormy night. Faint strands of Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey are heard on the hospital radio. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? Nurse Mary, who's working the night shift, doesn't like that song anymore. So she switches off the radio. It's early morning at the hospital of our blessed saint of the poor little lost virgin martyred orphans. She awaits the arrival of Nurse Head nurse.
Gosh, it's kind of spooky being alone this early in the morning. I wonder where everyone is. Oh, Nurse Head, you startled me.
Rest easy, my child. It's only me, Nurse Head nurse. I'm sorry I'm late, but with the hospital short of qualified staff, I find I'm busier than ever. We all must work night and day to bring comfort to each and every one of our patients, besides my personal efforts to update the PPP.
Excuse me for asking, what's the PPP?
You're excused. The PPP stands for Patient Personal Profile. You see, Mary, it's not enough to cure their illness. We must know their background to truly care for the person.
That's so beautiful. Gee, that's why I love working here at the hospital with you. So I guess it's just you and me to tend to all these poor souls.
Oh, heavens no! We're never alone.
Oh, you mean the man upstairs?
No, I mean Doctor. He's rushing through the hospital right now.
What a kind and devoted doctor is. He must have a very understanding wife and family.
Don't ever mention wife and family to Doctor.
Why?
20 years ago, while rushing to the hospital on a dark and stormy night, very much like tonight, he was involved in a terrible automobile accident and lost all memory of his past life. All that remained was his medical bag and a blood-stained photograph of a woman holding a small in her arms.
His wife and daughter?
We don't know. No.
That's so sad. Almost as sad as my life of being raised in an orphanage. It was a dark and stormy night. Oh, it's you, Doctor. You startled me.
Whoa there, Mary. You'll wake up the whole hospital. Sorry I'm late, but it's such a dark and stormy night. And I find there aren't enough hours in the day to do his work.
God's work?
No, Mr. Goldberg, the hospital administrator. Did you hear anything, Nurse Mary, like a moan?
A moan, did you say, Doctor? There, I hear it now. What was that?
Yes, indeed, what was that? It's coming from room 222. What's that patient's PPP? Oh, here it is. Why, that's patient Betty Bailey. She's been in a coma for 20 years. No one ever comes to visit her, poor dear, with the only family that she has.
Quick, let's rush to her side. What is patient Betty Bailey trying so hard to say after all those years in a coma? But, just as important, let's find out what that famous radio star and personality Cynthia D. DeMeo has to say about Ma's soap. So let's take a break and lend an ear to our sponsor. Say, Miss DeMeo, things sure are getting exciting at the hospital.
Yes, indeed, Frank.
Miss DeMeo, you certainly have lovely skin.
Why, thank you. I would all to Ma's soap.
Why, Miss DeMeo? You mean a big star like you uses Ma's soap?
Oh, yes. I've tried the more expensive brands, but nothing is as sensitive as good old Ma's soap. It's out of this world.
Funny you should say out of this world, because you're almost out of this world at Point Barrow, Alaska, the northernmost village under the American flag. We received a letter from 3 Eskimo seal hunters' wives testifying to the sensitivity of Ma's soap.
Oh, really, Frank? Eskimo wives? How interesting and wonderful.
Yes, indeed. And coming closer to home, America's housewives love the sensitive nature of Ma's soap, too.
It's twice as sensitive.
Your druggist is getting a new supply every week. So whether you're an Eskimo, a housewife, a Ma,
Or a star.
you'll love Ma's soap, the soap that Ma loves.
You'll love Ma's soap, the soap that Ma loves, for face and hands and pots and pans.
And now, we rejoin Doctor, Mary, and Nurse Head at the bedside of the patient, Betty.
Oh, doctor, she's coming out of her coma. She's trying to speak.
What a miracle! She's been in that coma for 20 years.
20 years? What else can you tell us about this poor woman?
According to her PPP, it was a dark and stormy night 20 years ago that her husband left home to buy a bar of Ma's soap.
Ma's soap? Well, that's the soap we use here at the hospital. It's so sensitive.
Yes, it is, Mary, but on that dark and stormy night, her husband never returned, leaving her a woman all alone in the world to raise her small daughter.
Oh, how awful!
The pain and trauma surrounding the mysterious disappearance of her husband, coupled with the strain of raising her small daughter alone, drove her into a state of shock, which resulted in this coma, from which she has never recovered.
Until now.
How similar the tragedies in our minds. I remember a dark and stormy night, being taken to the orphanage.
How strange. For it's been 20 years since I lost all memory of the last 20 years.
Oh!
She's coming out of her coma.
She's going to talk. Oh!
Listen!
Yes, it's obvious that the patient is out of the coma. She is positively, absolutely out of the coma. Before she was in a coma, but now she is out. At last, she will speak her first words.
Where am I?
Yeah, where am I?
You're in the hospital. You're out of your coma. You have no lines.
I remember. It was a dark
And stormy night.
Doctor! What's happening here?
I see that the patient is suffering from double talk coma-itis. Yes, double talk coma-itis. Nothing to worry about though. It's quite common actually.
Yes, whatever you set up double-top coma. I'm sure it will stop now. Right? Lucy.
I remember when my husband went out to the store and never came back.
I see we still have a problem, but with some minor surgery, I think I can fix things.
Well, hey, what a big idea!
That should do it. We had a little unexpected excitement there for a while, nurse, but I'm sure the problem's solved now.
Yes, well done, doctor. You were saying, Patient Bailey, about your husband going out to the store and not returning?
Yes, my husband never returned. Until now. He's standing right here with me now. That's my husband there, Bill Bailey.
But that's Doctor.
I don't care what you call him. That's my dear husband, Bill, darling. Don't you remember?
No. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. Betty, my wife, my dearest.
Bill, darling.
My past is flooding back to me now. I remember my little girl, our little girl. Her name was Mary. Yes, Mary. Whatever happened to our lovely, sweet daughter, Mary?
I don't know, Bill. My last image of little Mary was her in pigtails, playing with her puppy, Poochie! Poochie!
Yes, I remember.
Poochie! I had a puppy named Poochie! She was my only friend at the orphanage.
Orphanage. Mary?
Daddy? Mommy?
Is Nurse Mary, the long-lost daughter of Bill and Betty Bailey? Is patient Betty Bailey going to find true happiness out of her coma? Or will she live to regret recovering after all these years? And finally, whatever became of Mary's little puppy, Poochie? The answer to these questions and more in the next heart-rendering episode of Night Nurses. This has been... Frank Morris for Jan Meyer and Lucy Doucet. And of course, Cynthia D. DeMeo, wishing you a pleasant evening. This program was produced and transcribed in New York by Frank Morris. Miss DeMeo appears by arrangement with Liberty Records, producers of That Bongo Beat, available at your local record store. And remember, ladies, when you're out shopping, stop and buy several bars of Ma soap, the soap that Ma loves. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the show. Thank you so much for coming. You were wonderful. We loved having you here. And by the way, a couple of you people in the audience tonight are going to win a free bar of my soap. Good choice. Your names at random. And would Miss Betty Forrest Bird... Miss Carolyn Lardenois. Thank you once again. Please, on your way home, drive carefully. There are a lot of kids out there. Most of them mine. Just just kidding. Thank you all. Good night. Great show, huh? Things went real smooth, I thought.
I'm going to kill you, Morris! I warned you about hiring those idiot girls! I'll take care of you later, after I speak with Mr. Melancar.
You'll never work this town again, Frank, not even a commercial.
How could you cut my numbers? All I wanted was that one song. You just humiliated me, you son of a...
Sorry about cutting your song. Wasn't my idea. Cynthia made me do it.
Doesn't matter anymore. Melancar doesn't want Cynthia.
What?
Hollywood doesn't want Cynthia. I heard them.
How?
I was listening at the door. Melancar said Cynthia DeMille's too big for television. They love night nurses, but feel the network would be much better off when she is heard but not seen. Well, good heavens, Lucy, what happened to you? Frank, how could you?
Tell her, Lucy.
What?
I think she said the three little pigs.
The three little pigs?
Yeah, you know, Cynthia, Olive, and Cremora. They were pretty upset with you after the show, weren't they?
Frank, the show's been over for 30 minutes. Why haven't you helped her?
Well, I was gonna.
You're the cause of this. You glamour goose. Number one, you ruined the show. Number two, you ruined Cynthia's career. And most important, you ruined my 10% of her ruin. Oh, shut up. I don't know who goes.
Olive, calm down. Cremora, get her a tone.
Oh, yeah? Big shot. You can unpack your bags for Hollywood, too.
What are you talking about, Olive? Hollywood is not interested in Cindy there because she's too fat. But that has nothing to do with me.
Oh, no? Well, it gives me great pleasure to inform you that I just came from talking with Mr. Melancar. And you'll have plenty of time to work on that novel because they could care less about you. They're only interested in one member of this cast.
Damn. Honey,
Uh-uh. Shut up, Frank. Oh, come on, sweetie. Things are gonna start picking up. You just wait and see. Trust me.
Can we talk about this over some cheesecake?
Cheesecake. My career's in jeopardy, and all you can think about is cheesecake. Oh. What kind of cheesecake?
Yes.
The ones with the strawberries.
Yes. And chocolate chips.
And amaretto. And graham cracker crust. Oh, quick, to the deli.
Food. Those three think of nothing but food.
We all have our vices, Frank.
Can you believe that those jerks from Hollywood want Lucy and not me? What? She's got no experience. She's not an actress. She's a bimbo. And
That
she's...
didn't stop you from hiring her.
Damn it, Jan! This was my chance for the big time.
It was my chance too, Frank. Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Our chance. But after all the years we put into the show, all the sweat, and all I got left is the rest of this season of Night Nurses and you.
No, Frank.
Well, yeah, there's 4 more shows before we switch. We run to our
That's
tour.
not what I'm talking about.
Well, what then?
There is no more you and me.
Jan, honey, I told you. Cynthia cut your
Oh,
son.
Frank, for once in your life, just please listen to me. And you don't need a drink to hear what I have to say. Things haven't been right between you and me for a long, long time. Oh, first they were great. I think we really cared for one another. I know I cared for you. You used to be able to make me laugh and feel so good. But I just can't trust you anymore.
What do you mean you can't trust me anymore?
These, your auditions, the girls like Lucy, the callbacks. Oh, I guess I've always known, but I chose to love you anyway. Like, what bothered me was you treated me with so little respect. But I guess I deserved it, especially from you. How could you bring those girls here? This is my life, my workplace, this is my home, Frank. I don't appreciate having those girls thrown in my face. And then having to work twice as hard to catch them. Oh, don't get me wrong. I wish Lucy the best, God bless her. And I do wish Malachi had taken interest in me, but it's not going to stop me. I'm moving on. I wish you could have gone on with me, Frank, but you just can't be serious about the business or us. You can't just expect everything to turn out fine. It takes talent, dedication, sacrifice, and hard work. I have that, and I thought you did too, but you don't. You do have talent, Frank, and God knows you have charm, but that's where it stops for you.
I'm serious about the business and us. Damn serious.
Serious? The only damn thing you're serious about are your next drink, your next audition, and the next sucker you can find like me to do your work for you.
I guess that about sums it up.
I'm sorry, Frank. I really am sorry. All I wanted to say is I'm leaving New York, the show, you. I'm going to Hollywood to work on my career. It's time I did something for myself. I may not have a melon car or a show out there, but I know the time is right for me. Frank, I still think you're a hell of a guy, but this part of my life is over. It's time for me to
looks like you've made up your mind.
I have, Frank.
Well, break a leg, kid.
Oh, yeah? Well, lose an eye. Nothing. Goodbye, Frank.
Oh, Frankie! I'm so excited. I'm going to Hollywood. I'm going to be a star. Just like Rin Tin Tin. Oh, but here I am going about me when I should have the exciting job Mr. Mellinger has for you.
Ha! I knew it. They want me in the show.
Not exactly.
Well, a director then.
No.
Head writer.
No.
What then?
Mr. Mellencamp, I love the way you did the audience warm-up. And you're going to be in charge of the applause time. Isn't that wonderful? Is something wrong, Frankie?
Lucille, have you ever had one of those nights? You know, I've had some revelations here tonight. It's time I became serious about my craft. No more just caring about my next drink, my next audition, or the next sucker, sponsor, come along. It's time to start a new life. This is my home, the workplace. And I don't trust me anymore. But no more just caring about my next drink. No more anything. I'm gonna stick it out here. I'm gonna stick it out here alone with my novel. That's what I should have been doing all along. Oh, sure. I don't have a Hollywood producer in my corner. I don't care, Lucy. Oh, Lucy, what we had was great. You could always make me feel good, and that'll make me feel good. But it's over. It's over. I'm trying to tell you. A man has to do what a man has to do. You understand?
No. Now listen, I gotta go. Mr. Mellencamp is waiting for me in his limo. And I've got to call my mom and the food addict. Goodbye, Frankie.
Time to get serious. It was a dark and stormy that looks good. Hello, Frank Morris, casting. Who? Candy. Yeah. Sure, the part's still open. It's just gonna call you back. Yeah. Can I be frank with you? You know, Candy is my personal favorite name in the whole wide world. Let's get together for a drink. Same place, same time. Great.
Gentlemen, it isn't often that you have an author present at your play, and we'd like to call the author, Carolyn Noyes English, up here, please.
I just want to thank you all for coming. This is a very special night for me. I think the cast did a wonderful job, and I think that Ann Hendricks and George Olson did a terrific job directing it. Special night for me. I'm home celebrating with my parents their 45th wedding anniversary.
All right!
I know that's hard to believe because Mother keeps telling you all she's 39. But my brother Claude, my sister Cindy, my dad, and I also have, my husband couldn't be here tonight, but I have my in-laws, Jess and Eve English from Hot Springs, South Dakota. Sponsoring this event, and Crossroads. I think this is just a lovely space, and with the dinner and everything, they did a really nice job. So, and thank all of you for being here tonight. That's very special for me. Thank you.